Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing another Nate Bear Profit Surge Trader review for the week. It's Thursday, so Nate's actually closed out all of his trades from the Monday alerts. So if you're not familiar with the service, basically Nate comes up with 2 or 3 trades usually on Mondays around noon, and usually they're done by the end of the week. And today they're all closed, so I wait until they're closed so that I'm not giving away trades that are open to non-paying subscribers or anything like that. So thought I'd just do a quick video on what happened. And interestingly enough, somebody asked me the other day, they said, why do you only show positive trades? Why are you only showing Nate's winning trades? That's not, transparent. And I'm like, well, I'm showing winning trades because that's all I've experienced so far in the service has been winning trades. And ironically, today was actually the first time that I closed a trade for a small loss. And so, annoyingly, Nate managed to actually close it about break even. But for me, I didn't pull the trigger quite quickly enough, and ended up at a small loss. So this video marks the first loss for me on Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader. So it's not all rainbows and sunshine, but the cool thing is it's also not a big disaster either, which some services can be, where you take a loss and it's like wipes out 10 gains or whatever. So I'll go into the details in a little bit here. So I wanted to show you the 3 trades and go through them very quickly and just show you what happened. It was an interesting week. I think I did a video actually on this first one. These are screenshots from inside the dashboard in here, where Nate basically alerts live on the live stream, but they also pop up here and also in your email, and I think there's an app or something as well. I don't use it. But what I thought I'd do is talk about the ELF trade once again. I think I did a video of this the other day if you check the channel. If not, nothing too exciting here. Basically, it was a day trade. It was one of the few day trades that I've seen him do. In fact, it's the only one. Usually these are swing trades. So he bought ELF, 2 calls, 157.5 at 270. And basically, it was because it was downgraded midday, and it clearly looked like it was going to bounce back up. And it was pushing into the 21 EMA, which he says on the daily. And basically, he was like, this is a no-brainer, this doesn't smell right to me, and I bet it'll be temporary. And so, he also says this could well be a day trade. This is a bounce. And so this was unusual because it deviates from his usual strategy, which is this profit surge strategy, which we talked about in a live stream last night. If you didn't see that live stream, check the description below, because we went into a lot of detail about what that strategy is all about in terms of the gap ups after earnings and how he plays them and consistently makes money after earnings, not through earnings, but after earnings have happened. So this was definitely not that, and so it was nice to see a different style of trade. It worked really well. So we go to the chart here. It was basically, I think it was this day right here. Yeah, so we zoom in, let's do the 1 hour chart. Let's get rid of this. So it was on the 22nd, so it was right here, and it just trended all the way up into from here. So he bought down here, and this thing just kept going. So he made a decent return on that. I think a lot of subscribers did jump in on that. Again, I didn't though, just because I'm not really taking these day trades at the moment. But he went from 270 to 360, which is a 33% gain, and it looked pretty good. So that was trade 1 on Monday, over done and dusted on Monday itself. On Monday we also placed an order for AAP. So for AAP we put in a order that didn't fill during the live stream. So it's not like you actually have to be like this desperate rush. This actually just filled yesterday. So we put in an order for these calls on AAP, these $216 $70 calls for 190, which was significantly lower on the chart. He was basically waiting for a pullback on it. So if we go to AAP, this is why a lot of people ask me, do you have to jump in really fast and stuff? It's like, no, you can wait quite a bit for these things to hit. So if I put this on the 5 minutes, So this was February 1st. So yesterday, yeah, so we zoom out here. So just looking, they actually filled here, down here, and then they just took off all day, which was really nice. So we didn't have to we just placed an order, forgot about it, and then it got filled. Looking at what day we were actually doing these things on. Let's see where we're at here. So try and so here was the day. Let's see. So February 1st, hey gang, so markets are pretty heavily. Burl is to add this morning. I filled AP very late yesterday. So yeah, so it was actually the day before, so the 31st. Yeah. So we filled. Oh yeah, it was like at the last minute. I could just actually have my brokerage statements here. Oh, it doesn't give the dates though. So anyway, the basic idea was he waited for a pullback on this, and so this is what he should have done when he said this is what he should have done last week on MPC. So I filled at 190 and then sold at 230, and he did exactly the same thing. I didn't wait for his sell. I just took the 20% straight away. So that was a good winner for the day. So technically that was two winners for the week out of the three, right? Alpha's the winner, and AAP. The only thing with AAP is some people said they didn't get the fill. I'm not sure if it's because they didn't put in a good to cancel order, you see, or if it was just luck or whatnot. But AAP was a nice win. So for me, that was 1 out of 2. For him, it was 2 out of 2. Mr. William Calloway, somebody in my Facebook group. If you want to join the Facebook group, we talk about all this stuff, and he's a top contributor to it. He basically, I'll put a link in the description below. He basically said that he really liked the AAP trade. He bought 10 contracts and sold them 30 minutes later, $300. Says, I'm loving his trades, meaning Nate's trades in general. So it's pretty cool to see. Alright, and now to the beast. So the beast that I finally lost on, as you can see in the sad face in the bottom corner down here. It was a very small loss. To me, minus 24% is really small. When I'm taking small positions, it's not much at all. So it didn't bother me at all. But I didn't play it the best I could. I didn't play it the worst. It was kind of a mess, really. And part of that is the chart is really, really choppy. Some people did win. Mr. Bacon Bake got into it on the dip and got 30% win. Gadget played some crazy bull put, which was awesome. Highly recommend that style of trading. He managed to get 35% from that as well. So people were winning this, despite the fact that I lost on it. And overall, Nate did actually break even-ish on it. He won just a tiny little bit. See, these are Nate's orders right here. And so this is kind of the meat of this week, and it's probably what will make or break people's opinion if they're new to the service, because they probably missed the day trade. They maybe didn't get filled on the AAP, but they will have got filled on BURL because it was moving up and down so much that it was possible to get fills and average as much as you wanted. The problem is the contracts are fairly expensive. You can end up a bit oversized if you get a little zealous with the averaging in or whatnot. So here are the official instructions from Nate. This is the same trade we did last week, getting back into the name. This was on the Monday, when he does his announcements. Then he added to it just the other day, and that was you can see it dropped a lot, like to 345. And so, of course, people will be freaking out at that point. So that brought the average down nicely, and then he got out of 460, which is close to what his average must have been. Says he took a small win on it. And it's just a hairy trade. So, I liked it. And then I've done a few videos talking about how I liked it. Let me zoom in on it now. If I'd waited, I would be up significantly again and be out for a decent profit. But I didn't. And so it is what it is. And I'm still significantly positive on my trades with Nate. But you can still see the patterns intact, right? You can still see that we have this consolidation. The problem is the consolidation is so rocky that when you have volatile short-dated options, even if it's like a week or two out, still considered short-dated. These moves can be intimidating. They don't look like it on this scale, but you zoom in and you're seeing your account going up hundreds and hundreds of dollars on each one of these undulations. It can definitely be intimidating. So this thing still has potential in my opinion. I wish I'd stayed in it, but I also am more conservative and want to make sure I keep my capital. So, because there's always a chance that this thing, for example, it was way down here, and when it's down here, it was at support. You can see we've got support here and here and here. So there's a very good chance that it bounced, and Nate added here. I added somewhere close here. The fact that basically it was likely to bounce is high, but if it doesn't and it breaks down like way down here, you're talking pretty substantial losses. So it's sometimes worth just, getting out. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, whether we actually ever do see this breakout above this top trend line. So I've always liked the chart, but liking it and being able to play it it's a different game, right? It's a different beast. You have this kind of wedge coming up, which has been broken a couple of times, which is usually what they do, right? They play it down, and then they run it up through the... Try and get this to stick. There we go. So the pattern's nice, but the problem is they're trying to drop you people out, and it's hard. If you've got, small position, then you can hold. But a lot of people were getting freaked out. And I think Nate Bear was starting to get freaked out. I can't speak for him for sure, but it seemed like he was starting to get a little bit nervous. And that's why he closed his position for a small win rather than holding. We can always re-enter again next week. We played it last week. I think we made money from it last week. This is my full review of Nate Bear Profit Surge Traders. Definitely come and check it out. I try and put all my trades in here, whether they're in video format or whether they're actual screenshots or whatnot. I'm just looking back through now to see what I've put in terms of Burl, B-U-R-L, if I've updated any of that stuff yet. Yeah, so we did. We played it last week and we got 20% on it. This week, lost 24% on it. Hopefully next week we'll get 50% on it or something. But the idea is to try and stay positive overall, I guess. So you can come and watch that video. This video I'm also going to upload into this week's summary as well. So people come into this article can come and watch these videos and read about what Profit Surge Trader is really all about and figure out whether they want to buy it for themselves. At the moment it's on a steep discount. I've got it down right here, so if you come to the website, again, this will be the first link that you'll see in the description below. There's a limited time deal to purchase Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader right here. You'll get it for the lowest possible price. In addition, if you do that and you send me an email, which will be also in the description below, and show me proof that you've purchased, I'm actually running a private Discord for members. So if you're a member and you're in my community like this, you're watching my YouTube videos or you're in a Facebook group or whatnot, and you purchase this Nate Bear Profit Surge Trader, what I'm finding is if we put this together into our own Discord community, we can help each other, especially if there's newer traders, talk to older traders, that kind of thing can help a lot. So you'll get access to that as long as you can just show me proof of purchase, basically, of some sort, because I want to make sure that I'm not letting people in that haven't got access, that haven't paid, that haven't paid Nate to have access, and they get the picks for free or whatever. So basically, that's kind of like my bonus to you guys if you purchase the Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader, and it's fun. We have a really quite vibrant Discord. I'll go to Discord really quick and show you. It's a channel inside of a Discord that I founded in 2020. and it's basically just us talking about all his picks and stuff. I won't show you too much because there might be some information in there that people don't want other people to see, but I'll do a quick scan through and show you some of the stuff. So this is the channel right here. This is me just kind of showing how the chart was really choppy, saying that like I have to look back at how things are doing because I have reviews to do like this. This is kind of like the chart there. So but you can also go through and you can see that people are making money. Calvin sold AAP for 15%, and so it's also a good way to like get verification from people and how they're doing and things like that. So yeah, and then so we just go through and talk about stuff, and you can see some of the stuff that I've showed you before in here. So yeah, so hopefully that's helpful. I'd highly recommend joining Profit Surge Trader. I think it's one of the best like simple services because there's only like 1 to 3, usually 2 or 3 picks every week, and usually you can get into 1 or 2 of them, and they have a really high win rate. I think 8 or 9 out of 10 are winners. Depends on how you play them though, and that's where the Discord bonus comes in, is we can help, or at least people can help each other to decide if they're going to average in, if they're going to take a trade because it's down, because it's up, all this kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. Check out the description below and the pinned comments for all the relevant information, and I'll talk to you guys soon.